Yo, yo, what's good, y'all? You're now rocking with the best. It's your boy M16.
Wild Bill.
Wild Bill.
Wild Bill.
Back again.
Back again.
You know, talk about some more subjects and some more topics. Today we're going to touch on the Bloods in Brooklyn, how they ran down on the Bloods in Brooklyn and took 150 gang members in and everything like that. So what you think about that, Bill?
I got a lot of thoughts about that, you know, and I'm going to hit on why Trump is trying to do what he's going to do and try to get all these gang members and send them out the country. But right now, we're going to talk about how that affect the black community, the Spanish communities, by them snatching 150 men. Out of 150 men, I got to say 90% of the men got kids.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like any of the men was over 30. You might have had a handful that was over 30.
They was definitely young.
So most of them was young. They going to get a lot of time.
Yeah.
They going to hit them with the conspiracy, so everybody's going to get 10 years and better.
Right.
Unless they cooperate.
And Trump looking at them now, he trying to pass a terrorist act to say that all gang members is terrorists.
But it's bigger than that. I want to talk about how it affects the communities. I want to talk about how they left kids behind.
Yeah.
And they was kids themselves, how they mothers, that's in their 40s,
right.
are feeling right now because they just lost their baby.
Right.
Because I don't care until they old, they're still their mother's baby.
That's a fact.
So that affects them
and they
mentally.
losing them to gun violence as well. So, you know, they losing them to the prison system, and then they losing them also to gun violence. So,
yeah,
it's a lose-lose situation.
That's what I was about to say.
All the youngins stay out of the gangs. It's a lose-lose situation.
They're gonna make an example of these kids. All of them, it's cameras everywhere, so they got a lot of them shooting people on camera, chasing people down, gunning them down, like they just like savages. Like they don't have no remorse for the human body. They just going at people in broad daylight.
Yeah.
They gunning people down, and 9 times out of 10 it's over nothing. No real money involved. So you taking somebody's life for nothing.
And it's the influences. It's the drill music. You know, they trying to live out what they hear in the music. You know, and you know that's just music is music. That's not reality.
You talk about music, right? I seen a post not too long ago, and somebody posted, I listen to dead people. And they had Big L, Tupac, Biggie Smalls, Big Pun. You know, that old school music, people wasn't getting killed behind that, listening to that music.
It was just music, you know?
So, but, yeah.
But nowadays, you know, this drill rap scene, everybody want to do.
It's brainwashing them.
It's brainwashing them. So they want to do what they saw in Chicago and bring it to New York and bring it all over.
With 1 million cameras out here.
That's a fact, pardon me.
So with 1 million cameras out here, like I said, now these people, they putting their family through it. They putting their baby mothers. They left so many baby mothers out there in the street. What you think gonna happen?
All these kids gonna grow up without parents. You know,
resenting. You're gonna have half of them because the mothers are gonna be mad. They're gonna be resenting men. Period. Yeah. You know, because the mothers are always gonna talk bad for some reason. Not all mothers. They be talking bad about the kid's father, how they left him out here by themselves, how they got to do this and do that. And Trump is trying to cut welfare, so they're not going to have it easy. They're not going to get them food stamps. They're not going to get the housing. He's talking about they only going to supply them with housing or certain things for like 2 years. He's cutting. They're not going to let you be on welfare for 25, 30 years, 40 years, passing down cribs, apartments, and all that. He's not letting that happen. He's cutting that short. So it's going to be even harder for the black and the Latino women to raise kids with no men out there. It's like, it's not a game. They don't see the big picture. And he's trying to make it where y'all going crazy out here. If I could get this bill passed to send you to another country, now your kids can't even see their father. They can't go to the jail and see their father. Let me show you what he's saying, what he's doing.
Take the shooters, the people that hit old ladies in the back of the head with a baseball bat when they're not looking, that walk down the street, the people that you see it, the people that take out a gun and shoot you for no reason at all. If we could get these animals out of our country and put them in a different country under the supervision of somebody that made a relatively relatively small fee to maintain these people, because you know what? These are criminals. You call them hardened criminals. They've been in jail 40 times. There's one 42 times, and every time the person gets out, it's a he. Every time he gets out, he commits another crime within 24 hours, and it's a heinous crime. It's a rough crime. We don't want these people in our country either. We don't want them in our country. If we had the option to get them out and let them be based in some other country at a fraction of the cost, and frankly, they could keep them, because these people are never going to be any good.
Wow. That was crazy right there.
That was crazy.
So what Trump is trying to do, he's saying it's cheaper to send hardened criminals to another country, and he want to send them to a country where they not going to let them out. They're going to have to do hard time. Their family's not going to be able to go visit them. Their family's not going to be able to support them. He want them out. He want to make America great again, as he usually say, but it's going to be hard. This man is not playing. He's going at the people's heads, and them 150 people, if he able to send them out the country, he's talking about opening Guantanamo Bay with how many beds he said he got up in there? 30,000 beds, something like that? And he's trying to put them there in Cuba like, yo, this is serious. This man's not playing no games. He's trying to clean up the street. He's trying to, I feel he's trying to eliminate us as the people, the blacks, the Hispanic, because that's who this is going to affect. He's trying to pass the Terrorist Act. These gang members under the Terrorist Act. They don't know. He's going to make an example. When this big indictment out of New York City, he's from New York. He know what happens in New York. He done seen it firsthand.
Early.
From years ago. So it's like, y'all play with him if you want. And give him, while you're doing this, while you're running the street acting crazy, you're giving the politicians is going to back them to do something like that, because they want to be walking around the streets and they want to feel safe and be safe.
Not only that, it makes them look good, for their political reasons. When they're running for office and things like that, they could take the gang members and they can make an example out of them, and then that'll boost their popularity and their votes.
That's like the same thing what Giuliani did. He locked up John Gotti. And once he got the Gambino, broke down the Gambino crime family, he ran for mayor. And he became mayor of New York. That's the same thing these politicians are doing. They're going to make an example of these 150 people that they locked up, and they're going to run for a bigger position. This is what we did. This is how we clean the streets.
Yup.
So it is.
And they really babies. They really youngins. They really... between the ages of probably, I say, between 16, 17 and 29, 32, something like that. So these kids that they locking up, which are really kids, could have probably been off the street if they had something more productive in their neighborhood that they could dedicate themselves to, like a boys club or a YMCA or anything like that. So that's why it's major for people to invest back into the community, because if they don't, this is what happens. More gangs, more gang violence, and nothing to separate themselves from it if they live in that neighborhood.
It's more, we don't have the leaders, we don't have the guidance.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot of these kids probably don't have two family or two parents in their household, so they don't have the guidance.
Yep.
So they go into the streets doing what they want to do. Their mothers can't really tell them nothing. And their mothers, 9 times out of 10, going to have their back right or wrong.
Yeah.
So it's hard. Like you said, you don't got no boys clubs, you don't got no activities for them to do. Nothing for them to do in the city but to be part of a game, the peer pressure.
Yeah.
Going to school, you got to deal with it in the schools. Everything starts from home and the schools. And they grow up and they see it. And they want to be it. And like you said, the drill music, that don't help.
No, it don't.
These people they messed up in the head. They upbringing is bad.
Yeah.
And we gotta find a program, a system. That's why I make these videos to try to get back to the kids. Because what I went through in my life, I did over 20-something years in the penitentiary, state, the feds, and it wasn't fun. At the end of the day, I'm working now. I changed my life. Right. But if I had the influence you know, or somebody gave me the guidance and told me this, I might have went another route. Because at the end of the day, I wound up getting a job and establishing myself as a civilian. I could have did this 20-some years ago. And now I want to get back to the kids and tell them, listen, look what I've been through. They don't have to go through what I went through to become a civilian, because that's what's going to happen at the end of the day.
That's right.
You become a civilian, you get a job, you can cut all the jail time, all the shenanigans, the foolishness, and you can get right to it.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Without probation
Yeah.
and parole.
I'm all for parole. I did that, and I'm still at my job because it's helping me to provide for my family.
Right, right.
You know, you need the guidance. I'm trying to tell the youngsters, you know, you could be where I'm at. I'm almost 50 years old. You could be in my same position at 25, 30. I lost 20 years.
Yeah, yeah.
So by the time you get my age, you be well established.
That's right.
You could have your retirement. You could start businesses. And you could have things going on. You could take care of your kids. You could start generational wealth instead of, you know,
And live a productive life.
dealing with the generational curses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We could do for hours. You know, stop being like crabs in a bucket. You know, stop using the young kids with the negative, teach them negative for you to benefit. That's what the old heads is doing or was doing.
That's right.
So it's like we gotta school them. I'm here to school y'all, so you don't have to do it. It's cool working. I can get all the things working at 9 to 5, doing my little overtime, putting that work in. That dudes is on the street.
That's right.
You got dudes that got money still on their mattresses, shoe boxes, and can't do half the shit I could do. Cause I could go to the bank. I got a clean face.
Yeah.
Money is going to be exempt soon. And like I said, these kids that's banging, they not even thinking about owning homes.
Nah. They closed-minded, so they only see what's going on in their building.
Tunnel
They
vision.
can't. Yeah, it's a closed-minded perspective. You know, if they was more open-minded, they would see that, you know, they could go outside the state. They could get money here. They could do this. They don't have to they don't have to stay in the building that they live in. They could, you know, but that closed-minded perspective keeps them right there. And then they just...
Who have them in that closed mind perspective? Who got them thinking like that? Who got them boxed in like that? Why?
I mean, at the end of the day, you know, they gotta want better. You gotta want better for yourself.
They don't know the one better. They don't know what's better. Because this is the only thing they see.
Yeah.
This is the only thing they see.
Every day.
And then when they get a few dollars, only thing they want to do is buy it on jewelry, buy it on, spend money on stuff that
Right.
don't add up to nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know how to even spend their money when they get their money.
That's a fact.
They saying that the black people spend billions or trillions of dollars,
Mm-hmm.
you know, yearly.
Mm-hmm.
If we use that money,
On other designers and jewelry and all of
We
that.
use that money on-
We make so many designers famous, it's a shame. But go
we
ahead.
use that for us to build up our communities, put that back.
Mm-hmm.
Like Misha always said, I ain't never seen nobody pull up to a cemetery with a Brinks truck or an armor truck and go with their money.
Can't take it with you.
Can't take it with you, but do something positive, leave a legacy behind.
That's a fact.
These kids, like I said, these kids can't see that far. Nobody's teaching them that. But now everything is YouTube, social media. I hope they take what I'm saying and benefit off it. Because I wish somebody schooled me like how I'm trying to school the youngsters.
Each one teach one. We trying to school y'all so y'all know it's just a cycle. And they just using us as a cycle. So all of that stupid stuff, all of the gang stuff that's going on, I'm not going to call it stupid, but the gang stuff that's going on and that culture is just something that they use to make themselves, to build themselves up and put themselves in a better position. So you just feeding the fire and it's not helping us.
You know, we got to stop. You know, we got to stop spending reckless. We got to stop. We need to start working together as a people.
Right. Right.
Stop hating each other. We got enough hate towards us. Stop hating each other.
Yeah.
Where's the love at? You know, we see these little kids. I love all the kids. I go in the store. I'm not going to just buy things for my kids. I see other kids. Yo, you want some candy too? You want? I'm like, excuse me, miss, it's all right. Can I do it?
Right.
That's how it used to be.
Yeah.
It's all right. Can I buy? He look like he wants some candy. Get all these little kids candy. Give them candy. Give them cakes or whatever they want.
Right.
The love.
Yeah.
You don't see that no more. The block parties. You can't have a block party because one of these dudes might get mad and start shooting.
That's right.
So it ain't even safe. Like, yo, we need to come with like a peace zone.
Right. And more pillars, you know, more pillars to the community to help out the kids. You know what I mean? Show them which way is right, which way is wrong.
How they said it takes a village to raise a kid.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
takes a village. So we gotta focus on the kids. Stop being angry. You see your black brother, greet him. How you doing, brother? How was your day? Greet him.
That's right.
Try to put a smile on his face.
That's right.
Do something positive. It ain't always got to be ice grilling, man. You know what I'm saying? I see a brother. I see him. Yo, how you doing? Especially he's doing good. He look good. How you doing, bro? How you feeling today? Boom. And I keep it moving.
That's right.
You know? I don't got to look behind me, worry about if he gonna look back and he gonna ice grill me. Nah. I'm beyond that. I'm past that. I'm not living like that. I'm not on that time.
Yeah.
You know? It's all for the kids. Black people, Spanish people come together. Spanish people already together. They stick
already
together.
We the only culture that do this to each other.
We
like
got to
that.
come together.
The only one. Chinese don't do that.
I see people, they rather lose what they got than to let a brother capitalize off it
Yeah.
and let somebody else take it. They
I've
just
seen that
lose
too. A lot of brothers go through it when their parents die and everything because they can't, you know, divide money and stuff like that. And yeah, I done seen it too.
There's too much hate out there.
Yeah, man.
There's too much hate. And then they poison us with the alcohol and the guns. We got to stay away from that.
Yeah.
What we celebrating for? Dudes is going to these clubs, they partying, they celebrating. What they celebrating failure? They celebrating failure because what you partying for? What you celebrating? You in these clubs, you partying. What are you celebrating for?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Genocide, killing our people. They put that poison in for us so we could be, our brain to be cloudy. We can't see.
Yeah, that's right.
They put this out there. The guns. You know, black people ain't making no guns. We ain't got no helicopters, no planes. We ain't bringing the drugs over here.
Nah,
They put all up in our communities.
Yeah.
So we could go crazy on each other because it's the only thing we doing is hurting each other. Like I said, where's the love at?
Well,
Where's the love, brother? You know? And on that note, man,
we gonna do better though. That's one thing. We gonna do better. You know what I'm saying? And we bringing more awareness to the situation and everything like that. So we gonna be smarter out there.
give back to the community. When I get the opportunity, I give back.
That's right.
In Islam, they tell you if you greet a brother, that's blessings. You smile to a brother, that's blessings. So you got to take
like
all
that.
that in heed.
It's fire. I like that.
You know?
Yeah.
And like I say, may peace and blessings go out to all our people. Let us stop killing each other. Open our eyes to all this gang activity. Recognize what Trump is trying to do to us. He don't care. He's not really racist, but he's just trying to do with anybody that's out there acting like a knucklehead.
That's right.
He's going to get you. You know, he has a plan. And like I said, Trump don't plan to fail. On that note, y'all be safe out there,
Y'all be
man.
safe, man.
All
All right,
right.
y'all. Take it easy.
Peace.